Welcome to the channel, I'm Hayes. I talk movies all day, sometimes I'll talk about games, so subscribe right now if you want to be entertained. And today, I want to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong. I paid £15.99 to watch this movie on Amazon Prime. Was it worth it? Short answer, hell no. But not because the film was bad. I mean, the film was bad. That's just not the reason why it wasn't worth $15.99. Well, not the only reason. Effectively, you pay £16 to watch a movie in your house. Now, maybe you've got a big TV, surround sound, and super comfy chairs, but you're still in your house. You're still going to deal with noises from around the home and neighborhood, interruptions from somebody ringing a doorbell, and you probably don't have an all-you-can-eat nacho bar in your house either. And I get it, it's a big budget movie that didn't get the chance to earn its money back from a cinema run, so they gotta charge more for the rental. I understand that. However, at this point, Netflix is spending the same amount of money on movies and TV shows and they don't charge nothing extra, so no, your £15.99 is not justified. The only reason I got it was because two of my brothers wanted to split the cost, so I thought, alright, maybe it's not so bad then. But after we watched the movie, they still ain't paid me back. Man, I should have known better. Anyway, let's talk about this stupid movie. The thing is, calling it a stupid movie isn't an insult, because I'm guessing this was never intended to be anything deep, multi-layered, with an intricate plot and ambiguous, mind-blowing ending. I'm guessing from the very jump, this was supposed to be nothing more than destruction porn. For one thing, the acting is terrible, and to be clear, I'm saying that acting is terrible, not the actors are terrible. I reckon that was a very deliberate style choice. The director's probably like, imagine you're auditioning for Sunset Beach.
Olivia, just relax, okay? Just breathe in and breathe out. I've never understood that. I mean, how else are you supposed to breathe?
That's pretty much how all the lines are delivered. It's kind of like Sharknado, but with a much bigger budget and nowhere near as cheesy, which, to be honest, might not necessarily be a good thing. I'm just saying, if you're gonna go dumb, go dumb. The story is about as basic as a bitch ordering a latte from Starbucks. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And not that there's anything you could really spoil in this movie, but for those who would rather avoid spoilers, skip to this section of the video. Alright, so the story is that Kong is living in captivity because if they take him out of his Truman Show, Godzilla would sense him and then attack. And there could only be one Titan. But Mr. Feld Scientist Man, who already failed to get to the world under the world where Kong is from, is given some new tech by Mr. Obvious Bad Guy to try to get to the underworld again, and they need Kong to help find it. Meanwhile, Godzilla is attacking people even though it usually protects people, so Millie Bobby Brown gets involved. She spends most of the time with a crazy, maybe he isn't crazy conspiracy theorist trying to expose the truth of a dangerous corporation grown-ass man who thought it was a good idea to go adventuring with some kids. Yeah, parts of this movie is, questionable. Oh, yeah, and there's a little girl who can't speak, but she can sign and talks to Kong, and Kong does what she says, so they use her to get Kong to take them to the underworld. Except, they didn't actually know she could communicate with Kong before they took him out of captivity and dragged him across the world. So wait a minute, they knew they needed Kong to get to the underworld, they knew they needed to take him to Antarctica to get there, but until they got there, they had no idea this little girl could actually communicate with Kong. So, what was their original plan? Were they just gonna get there and make ape noises and hope he knows what that means? Anyway, Kong and Godzilla fight. One of the cool things about this movie though is that there is a clear winner. Often with these versus movies they leave it undecided as to not piss off the fans. Here they pull no punches, literally. The thing is, it's a type of movie that does what it intends to do. It's giant monsters fighting, buildings getting destroyed, everything else is really just there for the sake of having at least some context. But just as people watch badly dubbed kung fu movies mainly to see some awesome kung fu fighting, I think the reason to watch this movie is to see some awesome monster mayhem. It's called Godzilla vs. Kong. It's like Ronsil, it does exactly what it says on the tin. If you're looking for something more, this is not it. But if you just want to see a big spectacle of annihilation, then yeah. And that's what I think of Godzilla vs. Kong. What do you think of Godzilla vs. Kong? King Kong or Donkey Kong? Let me know down below, and while you're there, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a suggestion if you don't mind.